leaders we can trust and believe in? Look no further than the high school student athletes right here in Texas. High school sports teach young people how to be effective leaders. It begins by making their grades and being on time for practice. It includes learning to listen, following directions, accepting responsibility, being a good role model. And it's about respect for officials, opponents, the rules, and each other. The result? It transcends sports. It gives us hope for the future. High school sports. There's so much more than just a game. This message presented by the Texas University Interscholastic League and the Texas High School Athletic Directors Association.
Let's face it, we live in a fast-paced world with little time to get many things done that in a perfect world we could do with
relatively
relative
ease
ease
Malakoff
ourselves.
Tiger football game is being brought to you in part by CC's Unisex Hair Shop. CC's Unisex Hair Shop is located at
Hey Kenny, you wouldn't believe how much faster my internet is now since you put that tower up for me and we got the internet dish up at the top.
Oh yeah, having your antenna higher makes all the difference.
Does that also work with like cell phone boosters and TV antennas? Because out here in the sticks, a lot of us are like down in a low place.
Oh yeah, having a tower in a rural area makes all the difference, Aaron. Not only is the tower good for internet, it's also good for cell phone booster, TV antenna, or even amateur radio.
Hey Kenny, why don't you tell the people a little bit about your business?
Oh certainly, Aaron, I'd be glad to. You know, East Texas Towers is one of the nation's leading internet tower sales and installation companies. For nearly 10 years, our family-owned and operated business has been providing residential and commercial customers with the highest quality customer service and support in the industry. You can call me at 972-900-5108 or check us out on the web at www.easttexastowers.com. Now let's get that TV antenna up so you can start watching TV.
Sounds good.
East Texas Towers proudly supports the Malakoff Tiger Sports Network and wishes good luck to the Malakoff Tigers this season.
Well, good evening, baseball fans, and welcome to today's Game 2 contest here at Don Sanders Stadium on the campus of Sam Houston State University in Huntsville, Texas. It's Game 2, the regional final for the Malakoff Tigers versus the Cameron Yeomen. And last night you missed a gem of a game as starting pitcher for the Malakoff Tigers, Alan Bernhardt, worked a complete game for the Tigers on the bump, allowing no runs on 2 hits, 3 walks, and 9 strikeouts. Ryan Host and Bobby Borges were the only hits of the night for Cameron Yo. The Tigers had 7 hits, and Adair, Davis, Jones, Smith solo hits. Cole Gaddis a solo home run. It was a towering shot on top of the hill in right field. Brandon Nations had a 2-run home run last night to left field, and Eric Waldo had a solo shot also for the Tigers. And as the bats came alive, a little bit after into the 4th inning for the Tigers, and we saw some pretty good baseball last night out of both teams, as a matter of fact. And we're gearing up to go one more time here tonight, hopefully for Malakoff. That'll be it. If they win tonight, they move on to the state finals next week in Round Rock, Texas, and that game will start be Friday and Saturday. The 3A state championship game will be Saturday at 9 a.m. and to be determined on Friday, either 9 o'clock a.m. or 12 noon Friday. The Tigers would play if they take care of business here in Game 2 this evening in Huntsville, Texas. Joined tonight in the broadcast booth by Jonathan Snowden. And him and I got it tonight as Marcus Dow is the Hall of Famer still on hiatus.
Yeah, sadly he couldn't make it.
Anyway, folks, we'll be coming live to you, like I said, tonight. And we'll be with you in just a few minutes. Both teams have taken the field, and they have warmed up. No officials yet, so we're still looking for the officials to show up. Temperature around 79 degrees right now here at Don Sanders Stadium in on the campus of Sam Houston State University. So a great day for baseball. Overcast today, a lot of cloudiness, a lot of clouds in the area too. Had a little rainstorm intermittently a while ago. Matter of fact, just a few minutes ago, but they hadn't stopped the fans from Malakoff and Cameron Yo from coming out to support both of their teams here at the regional final today. And what a game, what a day it is for baseball. If you're a baseball fan, stay tuned. We're going to bring it to you. Game 2 coming up. You're listening to Malakoff Tiger Sports Network on SHN Sports. We'll be with you momentarily.
The Malakoff Tiger Sports Network would like to thank Fisherman's Wharf for being one of our sponsors this year. Folks, go out to Fisherman's Wharf for all your fishing.
If you're looking for a church home, please feel free to come worship with us at Hilltop Worship Center in Malakoff. Sunday gathering is at 10 a.m. and on Wednesdays we have
Marcus, do you know what the best little secret on Cedar Creek Lake is?
No, Joy, but please tell me.
Marcus, it's Just Hair in Malakoff, Texas. Marcus, at Just Hair, located at 815 East Royal Boulevard, Suite 5A in Malakoff, Texas, owners Janet and Aurora have a championship team comprised of 5 all-star ladies who can do it all.
Oh, my.
With 120 years of experience between the ladies at Just Hair, why would you go anywhere else? At Just Hair, you have to go by and meet the championship team comprised of Debbie, Miranda, Linda, Aurora, and Jan.
Sounds good, Joy. Introduce me the team, please.
Well, Debbie does men and women's cuts and is available Tuesday through Saturday with no appointment necessary. Debbie used to be located in what is now the Healthy Hangout in Malakoff before joining Just Hair. Linda does perms, colors, cuts, and accepts appointments and walk-ins from Tuesday through Friday. Next, we have Aurora and Jan, who both do perms, colors, and cuts. Aurora is available from Tuesday through Friday and also accepts appointments and walk-ins.
Joy, that's an all-star team.
Well, you bet it is, Marcus, and I'm not done.
Joy, there's more?
Yes, Marcus, and her name is Miranda, and she is an all-star. Miranda does manicures, pedicures, and is a makeup artist, Marcus.
Wow.
Miranda's best secret is Brazilian waxing. Marcus, Miranda can clean up your Speedo line for you anytime you want. With Miranda, Brazilian waxing skills, she can do anybody, anytime.
Oh my.
Oh, yes, and Miranda can also wax your eyebrows, underarms, face, and arms.
I know everyone will love that, Joy. Woo.
Folks, Just Hair is no longer a secret because the Malakoff Tiger Sports Network just let the cat out of the bag. Go by or call anytime for all your haircut and beauty needs at Just Hair. The phone number for Just Hair is 903-489-2581. And again, Just Hair is located at 815 East Roller Boulevard, Suite 5A by Dr. Sanders' office. Just Hair is open from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. Tuesday through Saturdays.
All right, folks, welcome back. Welcome back to the Malakoff Tiger Sports Network's broadcast on SHN Sports of the regional final, the Class 3A regional final today here in Sam Houston State University, Don Sanders Stadium. And looks like no rain delay or weather delay currently here for the two ball clubs about to get it on here. And the officials are out, and momentarily they'll have the playing of the national anthem, I'm sure. Both teams have warmed up already. The Tigers will be the visiting team today in the dugout on third base side, and Cameron, you're on the first base side, so they are the home team today. Excuse me, the visiting team. So Malakoff, what that means for Malakoff is they will have last at bat in the 7th inning. So hopefully they won't need that to pull this one out today, as they jumped all over Cameron yesterday by a score of 7-0. And what a game that was yesterday. The Tigers' bats came alive. Cole Gaddis started everything off. That one home run shot into the friendly skies of Huntsville, Texas, on top of the hill here at right field at Don Sanders Stadium. And what a hit it was, and got some great pitching last night, as I said before, by Alan Bernhardt. And Bernhardt threw a complete game shutout. 2 hits only allowed, 3 walks, 9 strikeouts. Ryan Host and Bobby Vargas got the 2 hits for the Cameron Yeoman last night. So Adair, Davis, Jones, Smith had solo hits, Gaddis solo home run, Nations a 2-run home run, and Eric Waldo finished it out with a solo home run last night for the Tigers. And if the Tigers can pick up where they left off last night with the Sticks, this game could be a short game, folks. We've seen the pitching for Cameron Yo last night, and a pretty good pitching there for Cameron Yo from Brandon Mccall, and until about the 4th inning when Cole Gaddis took him deep to right field. Tonight, the starting lineup for the Cameron Yeoman, Tracer Lopez, number 3, playing shortstop. Ryan Host, wearing number 10, will play third. Landon Green tonight, batting third, wearing number 9, and he will be pitching on the bump tonight for the Cameron Yeoman. Dylan Aiken, wearing number 4, catcher. Brandon McCall, number 6, second base. Marino Cardona, number 15, first base. Adam Cardona, number 1, center field. Jody Sanchez tonight will replace Armando Reyes, wearing number 11 in right field. Bobby Borges will wear number 7 in left field for Cameron Yo, and that completes Cameron Yo's lineup from 1 to 9. And for the Malakoff Tigers, things don't change very much in the lineup. They'll keep the same lineup, but tonight Alan Bernhardt will be in center field, and he will be in the leadoff slot for the Tigers wearing number 30. Playing shortstop, batting number 2, Bryson Adair, wearing number 5 for the Tigers. Batting in that third hole tonight, playing first base once again, Cole Gaddis, number 27. Batting fourth, Brandon Nations, number 13. Batting fifth, catcher Jack Davis, number 7. Batting number 6, pitching tonight for the Malakoff Tigers is the long, lanky Nathan Jones, number 17. And we'll see what he can do on the bump tonight for the Tigers. Number in the 7th batting slot, left fielder Regan Smith, wearing number 12. Changed from center field to left field today. And at third base, again, Eric Waldo, number 11. And rounding out the lineup for the Malakoff Tigers, batting number 9, playing second base, Wes Husted, wearing number 1 for your Malakoff Tigers. And we're about to get things kicked off here, folks, and we'll have the playing of the national anthem momentarily. And we'd like to thank everybody who's joined the broadcast today or who will join the broadcast. And you're listening to the Malakoff Tigers Sports Network on SHN Sports. And hopefully the Tigers will sweep this series 2-0 here. Got a great chance to do it tonight, Jonathan.
Yeah, especially after last night's performance. They can just, like you said, pick up where they left off, and hopefully we don't have to come back tomorrow.
Well, the Tigers played small ball last night well. They played long ball well. They got their bats going. Defensively, only had one error on the night, and that was Eric Waldo on an errant throw to first base. But that was it, and the Tigers played flawlessly, and you couldn't ask for anything better. Head coach John Adair yesterday in an interview with the Malakoff Tigers Sports Network commented that, we haven't really played our best baseball yet in the playoffs, and I believe last night was a wake-up call for the rest of Class 3A as the Tigers really took care of Cameron Yo here. And very excited about what this game holds for the Malakoff Tigers. Their first ever regional final appearance in Class 3A. And also, if they win this game today, it'll be their first ever trip to the state tournament for the Malakoff Tigers held in Round Rock, Texas. And as I said, the Tigers would play Friday either at 9 a.m. or 12 p.m. And then the state Class 3A championship game will be played at 9 a.m. on Saturday morning in Round Rock, Texas. So it's an early game for the Tigers and whoever the Tigers could meet if they make it. But right now they got to take care of business here in Game 2 of this scheduled 3-game series between the Malakoff Tigers and the Cameron Yeomen. So we're excited to be here again. Can't wait to get this one started, folks. Again, we're at Don Sanders Field, located on the campus of Sam Houston State University. And you're listening to the Malakoff Tigers Sports Network on SHN Sports. We'll be right back after both teams are announced and on the field ready to play.
A home is not a home because of the room dimensions or the color of the walls. It's about how you feel when you walk through the front door. It's the vision you have along with the warm feelings in your heart when you realize that this is where God wants you to be. Your experience is more than real estate with me. It's about your life and dreams. At Keller Williams, independent agent Dennis Flowers takes the approach of your home buying choice and dreams to heart. Dennis is a small town guy with a servant's heart. With Dennis Flowers as your next realtor, Dennis will listen to your wants, needs, and dreams and find solutions tailored to you by using all the latest technology, market research, and business strategies to exceed your expectations. If you're looking for an honest, hard-working realtor, then choose Malakoff's own Dennis Flowers, an independent agent of Keller Williams. Dennis proudly supports the Malakoff Tigers and Lady Tigers and wants to wish them good luck this sports year. You can call Dennis at 972-938-2222 or 214-980-3906. That's 972-938-2222 or 214-980-3906. Or email Dennis at teamflowers@kw.com. Dennis can also be found on Facebook and Twitter.
If you are out of shape and need to lose some weight, get mad, get hype, get fit with Mad Hype Fitness. Don't delay. Call Marcus Dow Jr. at 903-292-8332. Marcus has a plan to fit everyone's needs. I know because he's my son and he's my brother.
Now you can get back to that 30-year-old body and you don't have to wait any longer. The brand new state-of-the-art Mtx Fitness Center is right here.
The Malakoff Tigers Sports Network would like to thank Jason Gardner. Jason is a graduate of Malakoff High School and owner of Gardner's Overall Plumbing in Brownsboro, Texas. For all your...
All right, folks, the national anthem is about to be played here at Don Sanders Stadium. And we'll pay homage to the flag of the United States. All right, folks, we're ready to play some ball here at Don Sanders Stadium on the campus of Sam Houston State University. Again, the Tigers will be the home team. They'll start things out on defense. Number 17 tonight for the Malakoff Tigers. Nathan Jones will get the nod on the bump to start things off. Very loud and boisterous crowd for both teams here today as the Malakoff Tigers traveled well down to Huntsville for this Game 2, a scheduled Game 3 series between the Yeomen of Cameron and the Tigers from Malakoff. Both teams warming up right down. Nathan Jones on the mound warming up, getting ready to start things off here. Jones a lefty. So see what kind of performance Jones can do here on the mound for the Tigers. Hopefully picking up a win here in Game 2. Jones, 6'3", 220-pound senior. Jones throwing a little speed there. Had a radar gun here at Sam Houston State University, and the young men throw a pitch. The gun goes off, and in the outfield lets us know what the kiddos are throwing here, which is pretty unique.
Yeah, you don't see that at many stadiums, especially where a high school game's played at.
No, you don't. It's far and in between unless there's a scout in the stands looking at one of these kids. And speaking of scouts, a lot of these Malakoff Tigers seniors will be going on to play at the next level here after their season is completed at Malakoff.
I do believe it's time for this ball game to kick off.
Tracer Lopez will start things off from the left side, playing shortstop tonight, wearing number 3. Cameron Yo wearing the maroon tops with the white numerals and white bottoms. Malakoff wearing their black tops with their white bottoms. And the first pitch is about to get underway here at Don Sanders Stadium. Game 2 of the regional final underway. There's the first pitch, swung on and fouled back to the backstop. So 0-1 count already for Nathan Jones and the Tigers. Jones from the windup, looking at the catcher, Jack Davis, and Lopez calls time. Didn't really like the amount of time that it was taking Jones to come to the plate, so he decides to slow things down himself, take a break down. He's back in the box. Jones' second pitch to the plate, swung on and fouled off. First base side, into the dugout it goes. So that's strike 2 against the number 1 hitter and the leadoff batter, Tracer Lopez. Again, Lopez, a lefty. There's a pitch. Oh, right down the pipe there, and didn't get any luck from or help any from the home plate official there. It was close, 67 miles per hour change up there. Jones now, 1-2 count. There's a pitch, and ball 2. Threw the deuce right there. Just didn't catch enough of the plate for the ump to call it. So 2 balls, 2 strikes, no outs. Top of 1 here. Jones from the windup. And the first hit of the game for Lopez. Hits it to center fielder for the Tigers. And that is playing center field tonight, Alan Bernhardt, who had a great game on the mound last night for the Tigers in a shutout performance. 2-hit shutout performance. So Tigers already have a base runner on first, and the leadoff batter, Tracer Lopez. Up now, Ryan Host, number 10, who came in relief of Brandon Mccall last night, who was the Cameron Yo starter. So strike 1 is the first pitch called. Lopez on first. Jones looking him over on first, keeps him honest. There's a pitch to the plate, fouled off to the left side. So another 0-2 count for Nathan Jones. Host steps in the box, the left-handed batter. Jones looks over at first. Delivers the pitch. Oh, my. It was a nice pitch and looked like it caught the outside corner, but there's a no call on that one. I say no call. It was a ball called. So, again, another tight zone, it looks like, from these umps. Time is called by Host as he steps out of the box, gets his bearings down. 1 ball, 2 strikes is the count. There's the pitch, and the runner goes. A stolen base right off the bat now for Yo. So runner already in scoring position now for Cameron Yo. 2-2 is the count. You really don't want the Yeoman to start off here with a couple runs in the first. Jones needs to bear down right here. 2 balls, 2 strikes. There's the pitch. And no, he did not go. The home plate umpire looks to third, and he said no, he didn't go. So full count now on a 3-2 pitch. Again, that was a nice-looking pitch. No call.
I guess, according to the third base umpire, he didn't think he broke that little threshold on the check.
No, he didn't break his wrist there. So there's ball 4. So a walk now issued after the single. And the Tigers are kind of getting into a jam here with Jones on the mound. Landon Green wearing number 9 up the bat. The right-hander also pitching tonight for Cameron Yo. So we saw a lot of defense or a pitcher's duel last night for a while between the 2 pitchers. Now it's starting off just the opposite here today. There's the pitch, up and away, ball 1. So Jones having some control issues early on here at the top of the first. Dylan Aiken on deck, and Brandon Mccall in the hole for Cameron Yo in that order. 1 ball, no strikes. There's the pitch. Swung on and fouled back to the netting behind the plate. So 1 ball, 1 strike now. No outs, top of 1. 1 hit issued by Nate Jones already with a single to Tracer Lopez. Ryan Host on with a walk. And that's how we got where we're at right now. Landon Green up to bat, 1-1 count against Green. Jones, another high pitch, and he is missing the target pretty badly right now. So 2 balls, 1 strike. Here's the count. Zero to 0, top of 1. Jones takes a step off the back of the rubber and looks the runner back to second base. That's Lopez had a pretty sizable lead there. There's the pitch. Swung on and fouled back. Out of play. And 2 balls, 2 strikes. 2 balls, 1 strike right now against Green. Jones going from the stretch right now. Taking his time, working pretty slow here. There's the pitch, swung on and fouled back, so 2 balls and 2 strikes. 0 to 0 score, but Cameron Yo runners on first and second after Tracer Lopez singled. And Ryan Host drew a walk from Nate Jones. Landon Green up to bat now. Should be 2 balls and 2 strikes, and they got 1 strike on the scoreboard. So the scoreboard not right. It's 2 balls and 2 strikes. Jones with a nice pickoff play back to second base, but not in time to get Lopez. Keeping him honest there at second. Jones looking the situation over. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Jones from the stretch. And hits the batter, plunks him in the back, so that'll load the bases. And that's going to bring out Coach Tyler Wilbanks to the mound. And the Tigers are in trouble here right now after 2 walks and a single issued by Nathan Jones. So the left-handed senior not faring so well right now on the mound for the Tigers.
So far in the first inning, Nathan Jones has 16 pitches, 7 called strikes, 9 called ball, and 2 walks.
Yeah, a hit batter too, so you got to count that one as well. That's not very good. So the catcher, Dylan Aiken, wearing number 4 up to bat, the right-hander, with bases loaded. So a scoring opportunity here for Cameron Yo after getting shut out last night by the Tigers 7-0. Courtesy runner Kaysen Gouldsby now checks in the game at first base for Cameron Yo. Jones to the plate, and there's a called strike. Again, Yo, bases loaded here, no outs, top of 1. Jones has himself in a hole right now. He's got to work out of it. There's a pitch, and a great job by Jack Davis to block that ball. That ball gets past Davis, and a run's going to score. Lopez being on third base as the runner for Cameron Yo right now.
Those last 2 pitches clocked in over 80 miles an hour, by the way. So he's throwing some heat.
There's a pitch up to the middle. Easy double play ball. And the Tigers pick up a double play. But Cameron Yo does pick up the run early as Tracer Lopez scores.
Which in a bases loaded situation, only allowing 1 score and taking 2 runners off base with.
Well, you got to take it right there. Had Jones been able to get it, he probably could have had a force out at home there with the bases loaded now. 1 runner at third. And there's a inside strike called for Jones. Jones settling down a little bit here now. So Aiken hits in the double play, but does get an RBI off the hit. There's another inside pitch. That's going to be low and away. Jones may have to tighten up his hat. He keeps losing his hat. So Yo on top of this one right now so far in the top of 1-0. There's a pitch to the plate, swung on in a little dribbler hit to Eric Waldo over to first in time, and a 5-3 put out on the play. And the Tigers keep Cameron Yo at bay with just one run after the bases was loaded. And that was the way to work out of a jam right there for the Tigers. They could have been in real trouble right there, but instead a double play and a put out. 5-3 put out as Eric Waldo has a good throw over to Cole Gaddis, the first baseman. And now the Tigers will come up to bat for the first time this evening in the bottom of the first.
Yeah, already pitch count's already at 20 pitches in the top of the first for Tigers. That's quite a few pitches.
Yeah, you don't want your pitchers working that much, but, you know, the positive note right there, you worked yourself out of a jam and let his defense do the work, and that's what you want to do right there as a pitcher, especially in high school baseball or any level of baseball. You want to let your outfield and your infielders do all the work for you so you don't have to do anything, and it limits your pitches too. So good job by Jones cleaning that up there. And pitching today for Cameron Yo will be Landon Green wearing number 9. Green topping 77 on that warm-up pitch right there. Not seeing a whole lot of arm strength here out of Cameron Yo, 76, 77. So the Tigers hopefully can pick up on Landon Green. There's a throw down from Aiken, the second. Good throw as we start things off here in the bottom of the first inning. And the center fielder, Alan Bernhardt, up to bat now, the lefty. Again, those who's just joined us, Bernhardt pitched the gem of the game last night. A 2-hit shutout last night with 9 strikeouts. That's a miraculous job last night for the Malakoff Tigers in that Game 1 win. Now let's see if he can improve at the plate here. There's a pitch down the middle called strike 1. And Bernhardt had the take on right there. See if he swings away at this one down 0-1 in the count. There's the pitch. Low and away, ball 1. And it looks like Green is probably going to be trying to pitch as fast as he can here and keep a rhythm up. Some pitchers love to keep that rhythm up by throwing real quick. And Landon Green's one of them. There's a pitch, and a little tapper to first base is going to be picked up by the first baseman for Cameron Yo. And that will be Adam Cardona.
One thing that pitcher can do when throwing high heat over and over and over again, he can also follow it up with a off-speed pitch and kind of freeze you up on a third pitch if necessary.
Yeah, excuse me, that was Marino Cardona playing first base, number 15. Now up to bat for the Tigers, Bryson Adair, the shortstop, wearing number 5. Adair from the right side. Adair pops one way up in the air, and the catcher, Aiken, trying to camp out under it. Will it stay in play? It does, and Aiken makes a very, very nice play. A lot of concentration on that one to catch that ball. Aiken looked it down. Now at the bat, Cole Gaddis,
who hit a bomb last night.
Now the Tigers making some contact here on the 1 and 2 hitters, but couldn't get anything in the field of play, really. There's a pitch to Gaddis up high and away. Ball 1, 2 outs here, 1-0. Yo on top. In the bottom of 1. Green on the mound. Hey, pitch right there, touched 82 for Green, so speed it up a little bit now. 2 balls, no strikes. There's the pitch, lined out in the left center field by Gaddis on a rope. And that was a great hit right there by Cole Gaddis. And I mean, that was a rope as the shortstop, Tracer Lopez, couldn't jump quite high enough, and Gaddis just laced that one into left center field.
He got up there pretty good, that shortstop did, and, I mean, like you said, just barely got over his glove.
Brandon Nations up to bat now for the Tigers. The right fielder wearing number 13 from the right side. Gaddis on first. There's the pitch. Inside and away, ball 2. Nations takes low, ball 3, and it's a good eye right there looking. He looked like he was going to try to go for it, pulled back, and well, they called 2 balls and 1 strike. I must have missed something there. 2 balls and 2 strikes now on Nations. Green going from the stretch. Gaddis on first. And full count now. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. 1-0. Cameron Yo on top here at the bottom of 1. Green from the stretch. Fires it right down the middle and no call there. And Nations will trot down to first base. I got to tell you, that looked pretty right there.
Yeah, it's just that strict and tight strike zone that we saw last night again.
Yeah, going both ways. Jack Davis now in the 5-hole coming up to bat for the Tigers. Davis is the Tiger catcher. In the circle, Nathan Jones and Riggin Smith in the hole waiting. So the Tigers now threatening a little bit. Runners on first and second. Jack Davis up to bat for the Tigers. Green's pitch. Called outside corner on the strike. So Landon Green, first strike, has 2 outs. There's the pitch outside and away, and Gaddis is going to move to third base, and Nations comes to second. And one more of those, and Gaddis may score the first run for the Tigers on a pass ball. So a pass ball right there advances the runners. Now the runners are in scoring position at second and third. Davis all needs to do is poke one out in the infield somewhere. Or in the outfield, I should say. Davis from the right side, Green. Outside. 2 balls, 1 strike now. Cameron Yo fans getting upset with the umpire for not calling down a strike. And Green now from the stretch. And Davis gets a piece of it, fouls it back. So 2 balls and 2 strikes now is the count on catcher Jack Davis for the Tigers. Wearing number 7, batting from the right side. Cole Gaddis on third, Brandon Nations on second. Gaddis started the hitting off by lacing one out to left center field. There's a pitch by Green, and that one's hit to the second baseman. Gobbled up, thrown to first, and what a nice play right there. Good play by the second baseman, Brandon Mccall. Call goes to his right, slides down, picks the ball up, comes up and fires it to the first baseman, Marino Cardona. And just like that, Green gets himself out of a jam there. And potentially Malakoff would have had a run score, but would not be this inning here. So we'll go to the top of the second inning. When we return, you listen to Malakoff Tiger Sports Network on SHN Sports. We'll be right back.
The Malakoff Tiger Sports Network would like to thank Red's Place in Kansas City, Texas for their support to make this broadcast possible today. Red's Place serves a full menu of food you can dine in or take out. At Red's Place, you're treated just like family. At Red's Place, there's always a good time to be had, and it's the best place to go on Cedar Creek Lake to relax and watch the ball game at. Red's Place is located at 4592 State Highway 198 in Kansas City, Texas. The phone number to Red's Place is 903-489-7165.
All right, folks, back live here. Don Sanders Stadium on the campus of Sam Houston State University. Game 2 here. 1-0, Cameron Yo on top of the Tigers. And up to bat now, Marino Cardona, the first baseman, wearing number 15 for Cameron Yo.
Believe it or not, a pretty even pitch count here in the first inning. Jones pitching 20 pitches in the first and Green pitching 18.
So for Malakoff, Clay Gaddis gets a single, and for Cameron Yo, Tracer Lopez with a single. And that's our 2 hits for tonight so far for both teams. Jones on the mound for the Tigers, facing Marino Cardona. So Cardona awaits the pitch from Jones. First pitch coming in, fouled back to the backstop. So Jones jumps out to the 0-1 count quickly here. Facing the bottom half of the lineup. There's a swing and a foul ball right to the third base coach, Kirk Wagner. Jones 0-2 count. Fires one to the plate. Swung on and had a play on the right side. And Jones still working with the 0-2 count here. Top of 2 here. The Tigers are the home team. They will get last at bat. There's the pitch. Little curveball. Swing and a miss. Strike 3.
66-mile-an-hour curveball right there froze him right there.
Well, you go from a 77-mile-per-hour fastball, and then you throw the deuce at 67, and that's what caused the hesitation in the swing for Marino. Now up to bat, Adam Cardona, the center fielder, wearing number 1 from the left side. Jones pitched to the plate. Nothing doing there. That's a ball. 1 ball, no strike. 1-0 is our score. Cameron Yo on top. Top of 2 here. There's the pitch. It's swung on and fouled off to the right side. So 1 ball and 1 strike here against the batter for Nathan Jones. Jones working from the windup. Big leg kick to the plate on a curveball there. And just misses. So 2 balls and 1 strike here. You really need to get Adam Cardona right here. He's the number 7 batter in the lineup. There's a pitch by Jones. Swung on and hit to center field, and that is caught by the center fielder, Alan Bernhardt, and a great catch by Bernhardt, and that helps the pitcher out right there. Again, the Tigers playing very shallow as Cameron Yo not showing much pop at all in game 1 of the best of 3 series here. And Bernhardt was at the right place at the right time to get that ball.
Like you said, though, to help the pitcher out, just let your fielders take some of the work on.
That's all you got to do. Jody Sanchez, number 8 batter up to bat, wearing number 11, didn't play in the game last night. He's playing right field today. Taking the place of Armando Reyes. There's a pitch. Outside corner, strike 1, and that's just what you want to do right there. You want to limit this pitch count here in the second inning. That was a 79-mile-an-hour fastball that hit the right side corner. There's a pitch to the plate. Ooh. That was a pretty pitch right there. Not called a strike, though. 1 ball, 1 strike. 2 outs here. Top of 2. Jones working out of the windup. There's a pitch to the plate. Swung on and hit short into the infield. And Bryson Adair is there to get the 3rd out of the inning. The Tigers going to come to bat. Folks, it's 1-0. Cameron Yo on top. When we come back, it'll be bottom of the second inning. You're listening to the Malakoff Tiger Sports Network on SHN Sports. We'll be right back.
This portion of tonight's Malakoff Tigers sporting event is being brought to you in part by Sig Peach Insurance of Malakoff, Texas. Sig Peach Insurance is a family, independently owned business that has multiple carriers to choose from. Letty Myers and Sig Peach will find the right solution for all of your insurance needs, such as auto, boat, motorcycle, umbrella, life, collector car, flood, pet health, renters, ATV, power sports, recreational vehicle, disability, and health insurance. What are you waiting for? Call or go by the office today for your savings quote so you can enjoy more of your money tomorrow. Remember, Sig Peach is for you. you. Sig Peach Insurance is located at 214 North Terry Street, Suite A in Malakoff, Texas. The phone number for Sig Peach Insurance is 903-675-7771. 903-675-7771. You can also email Carrie at carrie.peach@sig4u.com or go to their website at www.sig4u.com.
All right, folks, welcome back to game action here at Don Sanders Stadium on the campus of Sam Houston State University. Tigers trail 1-0 here in the best-of-3 series, Game 2. Tigers win Game 1 7-0. Nathan Jones up the bat from the left side. First ball into the turf, and that'll be ball 1. Nathan Jones, according to Jonathan, only pitched 8 pitches this last inning, or the top of the second inning, I should say. So he cut down his pitch count dramatically. Jones bounces one to second base. Jones trying to leg it out, almost does, and it's going to be a 4-3 put out on the play. So the Tigers hitting the ball, just hitting it to someone right now. That was Brandon Mccall over to Marina Cardona on the 4-3 put out. Now at the bat for the Tigers be Riggin Smith, number 12. Green comes in with a changeup at 68 miles per hour right down the middle of the plate as Riggin Smith takes strike 1. Green throws another one down the middle for strike 2. 0-2 count now. Tigers trying to pick up Green. That was an 80-mile-an-hour fastball by Green as he reared back and rocked it. And that ball was a foul ball.
I think they called it a drop strike.
Yeah, it was strike 3. It was dropped, and not sure what happened here. And I thought it was a foul ball, but maybe not. I think he drops the third strike, and Riggin Smith just couldn't get to it. Aiken throws it down the first on a 2-3 put out. Eric Waldo up to bat now for the Malakoff Tigers. Waldo batting from the right side. Takes low and away ball 1. So Waldo takes ball 2. That was way in front of the plate as it bounced off the turf. Two outs here, bottom of the second. Green working pretty quick from the bump. There's the pitch, swung on and hit short. And Waldo has a chance, and Waldo safe at first base. So Waldo legs one out. Ryan Host throwing it over to Marino at first, and just couldn't get Waldo out. That'll be considered a hit right there for Eric Waldo.
He really put some hustle behind that one.
Yeah, Waldo was lumbering down first. So Wes Husted down to bat number 1 for the Tigers, playing second base, the right-hander. Husted has a chance to advance a runner right here before we get to the top of the Tiger lineup. Alan Bernhardt on deck. There's a pitch, and Husted hits it way back and foul off the right side. Green working pretty quick on the mound here for Cameron Yo. There's the pitch. Called strike 2 as Husted takes that strike right down the middle of the plate. Anytime in that box, you're going to have to protect that plate right there. Waldo at first. There's the pitch. A swing and a miss. First base is occupied, so no need to throw down. And that'll end the second inning. We'll go to the top of third when we come back with Cameron Yo on top 1-0. You're listening to Malakoff Tiger Sports Network on SHN Sports. We'll be right back.
It's football season in Texas, and everyone loves a cold adult beverage. Don't be the one that gets arrested for a DWI, or even worse, causes accident due to irresponsible drinking. If you consume alcoholic beverages, be a responsible drinker and have a designated driver. It could save not only your life, but someone else's as well. It's simple. Drink and drive and go to jail. Don't drink and drive. This message has been brought to you by Athens and Turner Record Companies. Turner Records in Malakoff and Athens Record of Athens wish the Malakoff Tigers and Lady Tigers a successful sports year.
All right, folks, back here at the top of the third inning now. Cameron Yo comes up to bat. And the Malakoff Tigers couldn't get any runs across in the first and the second, so they're going to rely on Nathan Jones out here on the bump to try to shut down Cameron Yo here in the top of the third inning. Tigers putting the bat on the ball, just nothing really falling in place except with that little dink from Eric Waldo, and then Cole Gaddis had a laced single into left center field earlier in the first. But since then, Tiger bat's kind of quiet. They're hitting the ball, like I said, Jonathan, but they're not getting anything into play except the 2 hits so far.
Right.
And then, say the same thing, I guess, about Cameron Yo. Bobby Borges up to bat now for Cameron Yo. He hits one to second base. That's going to be a single for Borges. Borges had a hit last night. He's going to turn it into 2.
Looks like he's going to try to go. Well, he's going to stop it at 2.
Going to stop at 2 with a stand-up double. Bobby Borges hits that pitch from Nate Jones and gets a double, hit it in the right center field. And Cameron Yo now has a runner in a scoring position at second base. Top of the lineup now, Tracer Lopez up the shortstop. 1-0 to score. Jones got to be very careful right here. He doesn't throw that ball in the outfield and advance the runner. Kind of dangerous right there on that pickoff play to second. There's the pitch to Lopez. 1 ball, no strike now. In the top of the third inning, Borges just hit a double for Cameron Yo. Lopez had a single in the first inning for Cameron Yo. There's the pitch. Low and away. 3-0 is the count. Borges on second base again after that double to right center field. There's the pitch to the plate, hit up high, and that'll be caught by the infielder. If it comes down, he hit that ball a mile high, then that's going to be Wes Husted bringing it down for the Tigers at second base. Little pop-up there for Lopez. Now Ryan Host had a walk last time at bat for the Yeoman. And Jones now with 1 out, runner on second base. Tigers stranded 2 the last inning. There's the pitch. Right down the middle for a called strike 1. Oh, 1's the count. There's a strike right there, called strike. Right at the knees of Ryan Host. Host was taken all the way right there. Looks like an 0-2 count. with 1 out. Man on second. Bobby Vorgas on second for Cameron Yo. There's the pitch. Swung on and fouled off to the left side. It's still an 0-2 pitch right here.
Definitely would love a strikeout here or even just a ground out play right here.
Well, you'd rather have a strikeout right here and not advance the runner if possible, unless it's a short dribble or something. But rather have the K right here if Nathan Jones can bend down and do it. Maybe throw the deuce right here. There's the pitch. Outside and away. Ball 1. So he had 1 to waste right there. Actually has another 1 to waste here, but you want to be careful and go ahead and get this batter as quick as you can. Host up to bat from the left side, standing way back in the box on that back line. Hitter stands that far back. That means he thinks the pitcher is throwing a little bit faster than normal, so he's going to get to the back of the box right there. Jones taking his time on the mound. In no hurry whatsoever. There's the pitch. Swung on and fouled away again out of play.
Like somebody's going to get a snow cone for that one.
1-0 score here for just joining us. Dylan Aiken had a hit into a double play, but scored Tracer Lopez to pick up an RBI. The only single of the night has come from Tracer Lopez, and Bobby Vorgas had a double for Cameron Yo. There's the pitch. Called strike 3. And I tell you what, Host is in dismay of that one because it looked very, very low.
That was a 65-mile-an-hour 0-2.
Yeah, that was a changeup right there, and Host is kind of shaking his head. And tell you what, I might have to agree with him on that one. Landon Green up the bat now, the pitcher from the right side. 2 outs. And Borges on second base now. There's the pitch. Outside and away. Ball 1. So 1-0 count. 2 outs. Top of the third inning here. Got this game started on time last night. We started at 9:40 p.m. due to the weather, and the weather has held off so far to this point. There's the pitch. That's going to be a, oh my, he called it a ball. Whew. These umps have not been pitcher friendly whatsoever.
No, they definitely have not.
Very tight strike zone. There's the pitch. Swung on and hit up in the air. Gaddis has a chance if he can get there from first base. And Gaddis tracks it down for the third out of the inning. What a great play by Cole Gaddis to help Nathan Jones out of that one. So after the double, Jones shuts him down with help from his defense. And we'll move to the bottom of the third when we come back. Tigers trail 1-0 to Cameron Yo. You're listening to Malakoff Tiger Sports Network on SHN Sports. We'll be back.
Looking for future leaders we can trust and believe in? Look no further than the high school student athletes right here in Texas. High school sports teach young people how to be effective leaders. It begins by making their grades and being on time for practice. It includes learning to listen, following directions, accepting responsibility, being a good role model. And it's about respect for officials, opponents, the rules, and each other. The result? It transcends sports. It gives us hope for the future. High school sports. There's so much more than just a game. This message presented by the Texas University Interscholastic League and the Texas High School Athletic Directors Association.
All right, back live here at the ballpark, Don Sanders Stadium on the campus of Sam Houston State University. And leading off this inning will be Alan Bernhardt, the number 1 batter playing center field tonight, wearing number 30 from the left side. Let's see if Bernhardt can help his own cause here, get something started. There's a pitch. Bernhardt hits it sharply to second base, and it's going to be a 4-3 putout. Again, the Tigers making contact. but just can't find the hole for it to go in right now.
But, I mean, like we saw yesterday, though, bats didn't really get hot till about the 4th inning. So, I mean, just because it's...
There's the pitch. There's the curveball for the strike. There's the pitch. Outside corner called for strike 2. So 0-2 count now on Bryson Adair. The Sam Houston State commit up to bat playing shortstop for the Tigers. There's the pitch. Outside and away for ball 1. We're in the top of the third here. Or excuse me, the bottom of the third. The Tigers up to bat. Trailing 1-0. There is ball 2. So 22 count now. 2 balls, 2 strikes, and 1 out. Green from the windup. There's a pitch. And sets him down. Called strike 3. Adair looking in the third base line. And, you know, when you get 2 against you, you've got to be choking up on that bat and being ready to go with it. Can't get caught looking right there. Adair gets caught looking for strike 3. So 2 outs. And Gaddis up the bat now. Low for ball 1. So Landon Green doing a good job on the mound tonight, only allowing 2 hits so far to this dangerous Tiger lineup. There's a called strike for Green. Gaddis taking strike 1. 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 outs here. Bottom of 3, there's the pitch. And Gaddis swings and a big miss right there. So 1 ball, 2 strikes now against Cole Gaddis. Gaddis has one of the Tigers' 2 hits tonight. There's a pitch outside part of the plate. Ball 2. So 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Cole Gaddis up to bat. Started the home run charade out yesterday for the Tigers. And Gaddis takes high. Ball 3, so a full count now for Cole Gaddis. Behind Gaddis is Brandon Nations, the right fielder for the Tigers, in the circle, followed by Jack Davis, the catcher, in the hole. There's the pitch, and that's ball 4. Ball went about 100 foot off in the air, and off that turf there, and Gaddis jogs down the first. And now Nations has a chance here to do some damage. We've seen Nations, we know Nations has the power to put one out of the park as he did last night. It certainly would be nice right here for Nations to put one out of the park with a little 2-run dinger.
Most definitely, yeah.
Green still on the mound for Cameron Yo, doing a great job so far, throwing a 2-hitter. Cole Gaddis on first. There's the pitch. Low and away. I'll tell you what, the ump thought about calling out a strike. He raised his hand up and then put it back down. So 1 ball, no strikes now. There's the pitch. Low and away, ball 2. And you really don't want to pitch anything down the center of the plate to Brandon Nations. He has potential to yank it out too, as I just said a while ago. There's a pitch high and away, 3-0. They're not going to pitch to him. I don't think Landon Green wants to pitch to him. Not while Cole Gaddis is on first anyway.
And I don't think he's going to throw that change-up or curve either.
He's got to come down the plate right here. And there's a strike, 75-mile-per-hour strike. And Nations had the take sign on all the way right there. There's the pitch. Swung on and hit deep. That has a chance to get out of here. It's going. And it's a 2-run blast by Brandon Nations for the Malakoff Tigers. How about that? You ask and you shall receive. Brandon Nations with a 2-run home run over the 330 mark in left field, and the Tigers now are on top 2-1. That is the second home run that Brandon Nations has hit in the series.
They threw the off-speed pitch right down the plate, and it cost them.
Well, Green had to come to the plate on that one, and he did, and Brandon Nations made him pay for it with a 2-run shot. And now Jack Davis, the catcher, is up to bat, the number 5 hitter. So the Malakoff Tiger fans on their feet for that. There's a called strike, 70-mile-per-hour changeup right down the center of the plate to Davis. There's the pitch, low and away, ball 1. So 1 ball, 1 strike. There's the pitch, swing and a miss, strike 2. So 1 ball, 2 strikes now is the count. And Davis reaching out for that ball and hits it foul down the left sideline. So again, Brandon Nations, if you're just joining us, hits a 2-run bomb over the left field fence, and that was his second bomb of this 2-game series so far. So Nations, 1 home run. Cole Gaddis, 1 home run. Eric Waldo, 1 home run. So the Tigers have the capabilities of sticking it out of the park at any given time. There's the pitch, sharply lined down to third, out of play. And Davis was all on that one right there.
Yeah, if that would have stayed fair, that definitely would have been maybe even a double on that. That was a almost beautifully hit ball.
So Davis digs in at the plate. Green delivers outside and away. 2 balls, 2 strikes now. Tigers up here in the bottom of the third, 2-1. There's a pitch. Davis hits it to the shortstop. Gobbles it up by the shortstop, and that's a nice 6-3 put out on the play. And Tracer Lopez with a rocket for an arm fires it over to first base. But not before the Tigers do damage, folks. 2-run home run by Brandon Nations lifts the Tigers on top for their first lead of this game. And when we come back, we'll be in the top of the 4th. You're listening to Malakoff Tiger Sports Network on SHN Sports. Tigers up 2-1. All right, folks, we're back live here at Don Sanders Stadium on the campus of Sam Houston State University. The Tigers go up 2-1, courtesy of Brandon Nations' 2-run shot over the left field fence. Went about 335 probably. It just narrowly went over that fence, but it was hit high, and it seemed to just stick up in the air, but it stuck long enough up to ride the currents out of the ballpark for that 2-run shot, and the Tigers, the top of the 4th inning, are on top 2-1. And the catcher for Cameron Yo, Dylan Aiken, up the bat now from the right side. See if the Tigers can do it right here on the arm of Nathan Jones. There's the first pitch, popped up first base side. Gaddis making some tracks, being called off by Wes Husted, who made a great play. Wes Husted camps out underneath the ball, waves Cole Gaddis off, and he comes down with it for the first out.
It's a good job of letting your fielders help you out a little in the pitching, especially when.
Well, the communication was there right there by Husted. The Gaddis saying, hey, I got it. Probably had a better beat on it as well. So one out. There's the first pitch to the next batter, which is Brandon Mccall. McCall pitched the first game last night against the Tigers. 1 ball, no strikes, 1 out. Top of the fourth. There's a sharp hit ball to the shortstop, Bryson Adair. Adair gets up, guns it over for the 6-3 put out to Cole Gaddis. So a great job of defense right there. Brandon McCall lines out on the ground and gets picked up by Bryson Adair, who fires it over to Cole Gaddis. And now we have 2 outs. Top of the fourth inning. The first baseman, Cordona, up to bat. And there's a curveball called for a strike, 62 miles per hour on that one. And Cordona just takes strike 1. There's a pitch, and Cordona reaching for that one. Little off-speed pitch, way outside, but Cordona reaches for it and swings away and misses that ball. So no balls, 2 strikes now. Payoff pitch, inside corner. Cordona has to do a little feet shuffling there right there to avoid that ball. He didn't want to get hit by that ball from Jones coming in at 80 miles an hour.
Yeah, that definitely would have left a mark.
Jones really has settled down after the first inning. There's a pitch to Cordona. Tries to throw the deuce again at 62 miles an hour and just misses down at 2-2. And you really want to go after this batter right here, the number 6 batter. Let your infield and outfield do the work right here, young man. Jones with the high leg kick comes to the plate, and it's fouled off down the third base side. So still 2-2. Tigers up 2-1. Jones taking his time out of the windup. Here comes the pitch to the plate. Curveball. Swung on and missed for strike 3. And Jones doing a great job of settling down and coming back here to shut out the Cameron Yeoman in the top half of the fourth. And when we come back, it'll be the bottom of the fourth inning. Tigers up to bat. Tigers up 2-1. You're listening to Malakoff Tiger Sports Network on SHN Sports. All right, folks, we're back live here from Don Sanders Stadium on the campus of Sam Houston State University. Number 17, the pitcher for Malakoff, Nathan Jones, up to bat. Takes ball 1 away. Your Tigers leading 2-1 here in the best-of-3 series after winning Game 1 last night 7-0 in a weather-delayed game that started at 9:40 p.m. Tonight's game started right at 7 o'clock, and we're right on track now here in Huntsville, Texas. Jones takes ball 2 outside. Check that, make that ball 3 outside. So 3-0. Very important right here. Tigers getting on the base runner on the pads. There's a pitch down low for a strike. And Green throws that one in. Green Pitches to the plate. Jones fouls one off to the backstop. Cabernet playing Jones in true fashion, just straight away. Left field, right field, and center field. And there's a hit by Jones. Jones trying to get down to first base, but what a rocket of a throw right there. Goodness gracious, shortstop Tracer Lopez with an absolute rocket for an arm. 6-3 put out on the play.
Yeah, one thing I've noticed about Cameron in this series so far is they have a really strong arm when it comes to fielding, especially last night from that throw from right field all the way to third.
Yeah, most definitely. They have a lot of strong arms out there on that team, and they play solid defense. Riggin Smith up the bat. Riggin fouls off the first pitch down the left field side. Tigers up 2-1 in this one, folks. Bottom of the fourth inning. Green's pitch is inside and away, ball one. 79-mile-per-hour fastball. Green comes with another pitch, almost exactly where he placed the first ball at. It's going to be ball two, 2-1. There's the pitch. Swung on and fouled off. And I tell you what, Riggin Smith helped Green out that time. Smith had to reach for that one outside. That would have been ball three. So Smith digs in. There's the pitch. Outside and away. Full count. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. There's the pitch. Outside and away. Ball 4. The scoreboard was wrong, folks. It was not right. So Riggin Smith now with a walk for the Tigers. Down to first base he goes. And Eric Waldo up now for the Tigers. Waldo had a solo shot last night over the left field fence for the Tigers. And that's 7-0 blanking of the Cameron Yeoman. And now
mound visit.
Yeah, Coach Hector Delgadillo comes to the mound for a visit. So Coach Delgadillo is visiting with his pitcher, Landon Green. I imagine he's told him not to throw anything down the plate here to Eric Waldo. After Waldo popped one over the fence last night. Waldo digs in to the right side, awaiting the pitch from Landon Green. Riggin Smith on first. Smith with a lot of speed. That ball high and away for ball 1. So speed now on the bag at first base, and Riggin Smith, knowing he could run. There's the pitch. A little high and away. High and away for the umpire's liking anyway. 2 balls, no strikes to Eric Waldo. 1 out here. Outside. Oh, he calls it a strike. My goodness. So 2 balls, 1 strikes, 1 out. There's the pitch. That's outside and away, ball 3. So 31 count here, 1 out. We're in the bottom of the 4th inning. Tigers up 2-1. Riggin Smith on first base. A swing and a miss right there by Eric Waldo. That would have been ball 4 right there. Waldo digs in, waiting the pitch from Green. And a little tapper right there by Waldo. And a throw over to first base, not in time. And Waldo is going to get credited with a hit right there.
I do believe that's going to be an error on the pitcher.
So runners now advance to first and second. Regan Smith on second, Waldo on first. One out. Bottom of the fourth. This is where the Tigers really came on strong. Last night's the fourth inning.
Going in a pinch runner here.
Hayden Thomas is coming in for the Malakoff Tigers, number 22, to pinch run. And there's certainly some speed on the pads now.
Oh, yeah. Malakoff Mafia really getting into the swing of things now, coming into this fourth inning.
Malakoff fans are very, very loud tonight here, as they were last night, too. Lots of people from Malakoff showed up tonight. Malakoff covered very well tonight. West Houston up to bat now for the Tigers. Runners at first and second base. Hayden Thomas at first. Regan Smith at second. A plethora of speed on the pads now for the Tigers. One out. There's the pitch. High and away. Ball one. So Green now having some control issues. Thomas with a sizable lead off first base. There's the pitch. Swung on and hit down to third base. And a tag at third, and the run is it's going to be a double play right there. Goodness gracious.
What a throw.
I tell you what, that was an excellent play by Cameron Yo's third baseman. On that play, Ryan Host. Host tags the runner out at third after the ball dribbled down to third. He puts his foot on the bag, throws it over to first base, and gets the very speedy West Houston out. That don't happen very often, but it did. So that was a great play by the Cameron Yo defense. And look, this Cameron Yo defense is solid. I haven't seen a bad throw yet by Cameron Yo's defense, except for a while ago when the pitcher made that errant throw over to first. But rocket arms, I tell you.
Yeah, most definitely the rocket emphasis on that.
Because Green's able to get some help from his defense and works out of a tight jam. And the Tigers still up 2-1 here. We'll go to the top of the fifth inning here. Keep it right here. So the Malakoff Tigers, as I said earlier, one game won by a score of 7-0. Yo scoring early tonight. Tracer Lopez was brought in by Dylan Aiken on a double play, but not before Tracer Lopez could score. Cameron Yo up to bat now, and Adam Cordona up to bat, the left-handed batter. Cordona playing center field for Cameron Yo.
He's 0-1 on the batting
on the
stats
night.
tonight. Yeah, on the night.
Nathan Jones on the bump, working well now. Jones's pitch. Try to throw the curveball right there, and nothing doing for ball one.
Yeah, Nathan Jones on the mound right now is up to 58 pitches after that one pitch right there.
There's the pitch. Swung on and hit foul on the right side. Jones really worked himself out of a jam in the first, and after allowing the run, has calmed down completely here in this ball game. Jones to the mound. Skips that one off the plate for ball two. Again, you're getting towards the top of the order here, so you really want to get this runner out. And there's a ball up high and away. Cardona laid off of it. The home umpire checked with the third base official, and he said no, he did not go. So 3 balls and 1 strike now. There's the pitch. Called ball 4. And now Adam Cardona on first, drawing the walk. So Jaden Sanchez in now, the number 8 batter in the lineup. Sanchez had a fly out earlier in the game. There's the pitch, showing signs of bunting. Little snap throw back to first by Jack Davis, not in time, but does let the runner know, Adam Cardona, that, hey, I can snap it down to first at any time, so you better be careful. Sanchez. Well, he tried to check the call at first to see if he got him, but he was in time. Sanchez digs in from the right side. Big leg kick. And Sanchez squares around the bunt and draws another ball. Bryson Adair comes in to talk to Nathan Jones. Probably tell him, hey, just throw strikes here. We got your back, man. It's going to be a double play situation right here for the Tigers. It would be a great one if they can get it. Jones from the stretch. There's the pitch to the plate. Low and away, ball 3. So now Jones working himself into a little rut right here. 2-1 is our score. There's the pitch. There's a called strike. So Jones with strike 1 called. Tell you what, he's spending more time picking up his hat. I think he's got a hat that's way too big for him.
Well, that mullet he has sure doesn't help.
Jones takes the signal from catcher Jack Davis, delivers a ball, and there's ball 4 there. So now you got runners at first and second. Sanchez, a very short batter, and tell you what, Jones had to dig down. Now Coach John Adair comes out, and this may be all she wrote for Nathan Jones, as we may have a pitching switch come. Here is Coach John Adair visits the mound. First time he's been out to visit the pitcher, so that may indicate that he's going to make a change, and he is going to make a change indeed.
It's like Judd Driscoll's going to come in, I do believe.
Judd Driscoll going to come in to pitch for the Malakoff Tigers now. Came in and did a fine job against Woodville the other day. And, of course, the athletic Driscoll, one of the quarterbacks that played for Malakoff this year. So while Driscoll's warming up, we're going to take a break. Tigers ahead 2-1. You're listening to Malakoff Tiger Sports Network on SHN Sports. All right, folks, we've got a pitching change, and Judson Driscoll comes in for the Malakoff Tigers wearing number 10 on the bump now, relieving starting pitcher Nate Jones, who allowed 1 run on 2 hits. So Coach John Adair decides to make the change, and here we are, runners at first and second for Cameron Yo. Yo trailing by 1 now. No outs here, so the Tigers are in a bit of a fickle. Driscoll backs off the rubber, looks at second, holding the runner on at second. Bobby Borges up to bat. Borges has had a double already. Low and away, ball 1 on the first pitch from Driscoll to Borges. Big opportunity right here for the Tigers and Judd Driscoll to get a couple outs here, if not close it down.
Looks like the catcher was signaling a play for the infield or maybe a position change.
Well, sometimes you can get the first baseman, the runner at first off a ways. And there goes a pass ball, and that'll advance the runners right there. Driscoll covers home, and Davis throws to Driscoll at home. But the Yeomen now have runners at second and third with Borges on the deck, or at the plate, 2-0 count.
This is a very dangerous position if you're Malakoff here.
Yeah, potentially Yo could go ahead by 2 runs right here on a hit.
I think they would go ahead by 1 if they get a double and drive in 2 runs here.
Yeah, 1 run, There's a pitch right there. It's called strike 1. So 2 balls and 1 strike. Pass ball here certainly would probably score the runner at third. Driscoll working from the stretch. High leg kick. Swing and a miss, strike 2. So Driscoll gets Borges to swing at that. 2 balls, 2 strikes now is the call, or the count, Driscoll working from the stretch. Driscoll pitched to home plate, low and away and outside for ball 3. We got a full count now. Runners on second and third. Driscoll comes to the plate and it's fouled back to the backstop. So still a full count, 3 balls, 2 strikes. Again, Driscoll comes in relief of Nathan Jones. Jones giving up 1 run on 2 hits tonight. There's the pitch. A swing and a miss, strike 3, and a big out right there as Driscoll gets Borges to swing and miss and strike out. And now the top of the lineup back up, Tracer Lopez has a single tonight in this one in the first inning. And then popped one up his next at bat. Lopez, the lefty. There's the pitch. And a great job, Jack Davis did of blocking that ball, not letting him get past him there. As a catcher, you want to close those legs, especially if you see the ball bounce a little bit short of the plate, and he did just that. So a great job by Davis at the plate. Runner still at second and third for Cameron Yo. 1 out, though. Lopez calls times Backs out of the box, now steps back in the box. He's going to think about it, dig in. Driscoll's going to also dig in from the mound. Driscoll working from the stretch. Driscoll fires one in. It's fouled off. So 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out for Driscoll and the Tigers. So Lopez, the left-hander with a single already in this game, faces a 1-1 count with 1 out. There's the pitch. It's high and away. That got away from Driscoll there. 2 balls and 1 strike. Like maybe he was trying to throw the curve there and it got away from him. So 2 balls, 1 strike, 1 out here. We're in the top of the 5th inning. Cameron Yo batting, trailing by 1, 2-1 to the Malakoff Tigers. There's the pitch. Swung on and hit up high and out of play down the third baseline. So now Driscoll, 2-2 count against the batter, Tracer Lopez.
Definitely has a chance to get out of this little predicament Malakoff's in right here with the runners on 2nd and 3rd.
Well, you'd love to see Driscoll throw another strike right here and get this batter out, and then would be a force play at first on the infield for the Tigers with Ryan Host on deck. There's the pitch. And that was a little changeup right there at 64 miles per hour. And just getting a piece of it was Tracer Lopez. So still 2 balls, 2 strikes on the batter Lopez. Driscoll in relief of starting pitcher Nathan Jones. Driscoll gets the sign from Davis, the catcher. Big kick. That ball is popped up high down the third base side. Waldo trying to race over. And Waldo makes one heck of a catch at the wall. I don't know how he did it.
My lands, if we went off of how many miraculous catches there have been made on foul hits.
Waldo running as fast as he can towards the Malakoff dugout on the third base side. Somehow gets the ball, right against the dugout wall for the second out. And now the Tigers are in good shape. Number 10 up to bat, Ryan Host for Cameron Yo. Judson Driscoll having to try to work out of this one here. There's the pitch. Swung on and hit to right field. That's going to drop. Score 1. Second runner coming across the plate. The throw to the plate, not in time. And Cameron Yo takes the lead 3-2 in this one. Off a hit to right field by Ryan Host. So back and forth we go here. Dylan Aiken on deck, the catcher. Landon Green up the bat down from the right side for Cameron Yo. There's the pitch from Driscoll, high up and inside. So one runner at first base. There's the pitch. Outside part of the plate, called strike 1. So 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 outs here. That second base is hot. So is first. And I believe a balk is called. So a balk is called, and the runner moves to second base. And he said that he went to his mouth and licked his hand while he was on the rubber, and that's a no-no. So a runner now at second. Force taken off at second now. The only force you have is at first. There's the pitch. Outside part of the plate, called strike 2. 73 miles per hour. Driscoll steps on the mound. Out of the stretch. Now steps off the back of the rubber. Going to think about this one for a second. Steps back on the rubber. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs here. Cameron Yo is taking the lead. There's the pitch. Outside and away, ball 2. So the umpire calls time. The batter steps out of the box, now comes back in the box, and Driscoll going to talk it over with Jack Davis, his catcher, right now. So Driscoll steps back on the rubber here. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Runner at second. Driscoll delivers, and there is a ball caught by Adair, and Adair, oh no! Adair thought he had the out to first base to Cole Gaddis, and the runner scores all the way from second.
Oh, man, I
got to tell you, I thought that was out right there, and the umpire called him safe, but the ball hit the glove before the runner touched the base, and that's got to be a bad call.
I definitely do not agree with that at all.
I mean, Bryson Adair made one heck of a play. Shortstop gunned it over to first.
Yeah, Cameron Yo took advantage of that, thinking that they were thrown out and having the third baseman run home.
Well, you've got 2 outs. You're running on anything on contact, so
yeah.
they did it. There's a pop-up by Aiken, and running in to catch this ball. Oh, my goodness, and Nations comes in and catches the ball, and he has to dive for it, but that almost was trouble, and that'll end the top half of the 5th inning here at Don Sanders Stadium on the campus of Sam Houston University, with Tigers trailing by 2 now, 4-2, on some very aggressive base running by the Cameron Yeoman. You're listening to Malakoff Tiger Sports Network on SHN Sports. We'll be right back.
Malakoff, Texas. The phone number for Sig Peach Insurance is 903-675-7771. 903-675-7771. You can also email Carrie at carrie.peach@sig4u.com or
It's
go to the
football
website
season in
at
Texas, and everyone loves the cold or dark beverage.
www.sig4u.com.
Don't be the one that gets arrested for a DWI, or even worse, cause an accident due to irresponsible drinking. If you consume alcoholic beverages, be a responsible drinker and have a designated driver. It could save not only your life, but someone else's as well. It's simple. Drink and drive and go to jail. Don't drink and drive. This message has been brought to you by Athens and Turner Record Companies. Turner Records in Malakoff and Athens Record of Athens wish the Malakoff Tigers and Lady Tigers a successful sports year.
Looking for future leaders we can trust and believe in? Look no further than the high school student athletes right here in Texas. High school sports teach young people how to be effective leaders. It begins by making their grades and being on time for practice. It includes learning to listen, following directions, accepting responsibility, being a good role model. And it's about respect for officials, opponents, the rules, and each other. The result? It transcends sports. It gives us hope for the future. High school sports. There's so much more than just a game. This message presented by the Texas University Interscholastic League and the Texas High School Athletic Directors Association.
All right, folks, welcome back here to the ballpark. Up to bat now for the Malakoff Tigers in the bottom of the fifth is Bernhardt. And Bernhardt now having to run to first base. It's a hustle, and he gets there safe as Marino Cardona stops the ball at first but couldn't make it over there. And Bernhardt shows his speed down the first for a single. And a great job of hustling right there by Bernhardt. And that leadoff batter now on base for Bryson Adair, who steps up in the box for the Tigers. Tigers trailing now 4-2. The leadoff runner is on for the Tigers. Pitching change also, Tracer Lopez on the bump now for the Cameron Yeoman. There's a pitch, and what a nice bunt that is. And that might get there, too, as it does. And the Tigers are safe all the way around. Now the runner's coming from second to third, and the runner from first to second is advancing, and they're all safe. What a play by the Tigers. The Tigers come right back and said, hey, we can do some aggressive base running of our own, and that they did.
Definitely great job on taking advantage of that error on the throw to the second baseman right there that went into outfield.
So Adair goes to second, and Bernhardt comes all the way around from first to third, and the Tigers now have runners in scoring position at second and third with Cole Gaddis up to bat for the Malakoff Tigers.
This could very well be a 3-run bomb right here.
Well, I'll tell you what, he's due tonight, I think.
I hope you're right again.
Cole Gaddis with a single tonight and a walk. Tracer Lopez throws pretty hard. And if he hits it, throws it in the wheelhouse of Gaddis, it's gone. That ball is way over the head of the catcher, Aiken. And Bernhardt all the way down the line has to run back and dive into third base, but there was no throw by the catcher there.
Yeah, a wild pitch would probably more than likely get a run in from third with his speed.
So Cole Gaddis, after hitting the bomb last night to right field, has an opportunity right now to put the Tigers ahead, at least tie. And there is a ball low and away for ball one.
Should be
1 balls, no strikes against Cole Gaddis. 2 balls, no strikes. Lopez coming in for relief. Catcher calls timeout here for a second. And looking over at head coach Hector Delgadillo. Hector Delgadillo.
You'll get it right.
Something to say there. Pitching down and away from Gaddis.
Bases loaded in this situation would be huge momentum swing for Malakoff here.
Well, Gaddis now has 3-0 against him, or for him, 3 balls, no strikes. And there's a pitch down and away, ball 4, and the bases are loaded.
Oh, my.
And now Brandon Nations will come up to bat after he's hit a 2-run shot already tonight. The bases are loaded, and the Yeomen are in a jam here.
I didn't want to step on Marcus's toes or nothing, but I had to use his line right there.
I'm sure he don't mind.
Oh, I imagine he doesn't.
So Brandon Nations now steps up to the plate for the right side with the bases loaded for the Malakoff Tigers. Tigers have a golden opportunity right here to capitalize. No outs here at bottom of the 5th inning. There's the pitch. Outside and away, ball 1. So Nations, 1 ball to his credit now.
Very fast runners on second and third here. Anything to the outfield could potentially run 2 runs in here, especially a deep outfield shot.
There's the pitch to Nations. Nations hits
it.
It's going to be fair to the left side. 2 runs will score. And the Tigers have runners at first and second base now. 2-run scores. Bernhardt and Adair comes in for the Tigers, and we'll get a tie ball game, folks. Goodness gracious.
As Marcus would say, oh my, we got a game.
So now runners at first and second. Nations does the trick with a single and 2 RBIs there.
Jack Davis up to bat here.
So the catcher, Jack Davis, comes up to the plate now from the right side with no outs, runners on first and second.
Yeah, Cameron Yo definitely is not playing shallow anymore in that outfield.
Davis takes one outside and away, ball 1. Our score 4-4, folks. And the Tigers aggressive on the base pads and get a timely hit from Brandon Nations. Nations brings in 2. There's the pitch from Lopez. And Davis takes ball 2, so 2 balls and no strikes now. Davis digs in from the right side, awaiting the pitch from Lopez. There's the pitch. Up high and away, ball 3.
Oh, bases loaded again here would definitely be an even bigger momentum swing in Malakoff's favor, especially with 0 outs right here.
One bad hit right here, and it's going to be ball 3 with Nathan Jones on deck. There's the pitch. Called strike 1. So 3 balls and 1 strike now is the count.
Runners on first and second.
Got Gaddis on second, Nations on first for the Tigers. There's the pitch. Swung on and hit deep into left field by Davis. And tracking it down is the left fielder. And what a great play by the Yeoman left fielder, Bobby Borges. Borges had to make a long run down the left field line, and he picks it up for out number 1.
Now here comes the very dangerous Nathan Jones up here to bat, though. He's definitely came through last night with that single shot to the right field.
Let's see if Jones can pick the Tigers up right here. The go-ahead run on second now for the Tigers. Nations at first, Gaddis at second. Jones digs in from the left side. Lopez's pitch is low and away. Ball 1. And Dylan Aiken did a good job, the catcher for Cameron Yo, because that ball was headed for the backstop before he blocked it on a bad pitch by Lopez.
Yeah, Nathan even told Gaddis to go back to second.
There's the pitch by Lopez, inside and away, ball 2. So 2-0 the count. 2 balls, no strikes, 1 out is the count.
Lopez throwing some heat here. I believe that's his second pitch in a row that was going 80 miles an hour.
Jones doing a little stretching in the box here, waiting the pitch from Lopez. Digs in at the plate. Lopez with the pitch to plate. The ball is hit to the first baseman, and it's thrown away on an error.
Home.
And the Tigers will score again. And going all the way to third is Brandon Nations. He's safe at third, and the Tigers go ahead in this one 5-4.
Like I said, Nathan Jones is a very dangerous man in this situation. He just got another crucial run in.
Well, that is going to be an error charged against the first baseman right there, Marino Cardona. Cardona has the ball. Instead of stepping on first, he decides to throw it to second to attempt a double play and makes an errant throw. And the ball skips into the outfield, and the runners advanced, and now we have the Tigers on top 5-4.
And a very speedy base runner on third, too, might I add.
So Regan Smith now up to bat for the Tigers. Runners at the corners with 1 out. See if Regan wants to put down a bunt right here. He made a beautiful bunt last night for the Tigers. Runners going from first to second. And, well, I tell you what, Nations gets halfway down the line.
But that does allow Nathan to steal to second, though.
But Jones goes to second on the steal. Tell you what, Brandon Nations all the way down that line that time, close to home plate. And if Aiken hadn't realized it, he could have slid in and scored on that one. But had it be, Nations had to turn back around. There's the pitch. Swung on and fouled by Regan Smith. So 1 ball, 1 strike, now 1 out here in the top of the 5th inning. Excuse me, the bottom of the 5th inning. So bottom of 5, Tigers go ahead 5-4 here. Runners at second and third. A base hit would probably score 2 right here for the Tigers. There's the pitch by Lopez. Outside and away. Here comes the run, and he'll score. Nation comes in to score the Tigers' run on a pass ball. With a wild pitch, the Tigers now score another one.
Now Tigers go up 2 in this 5th inning.
The Tigers now up 6-4 here in the bottom of the 5th, scoring 4 runs here out of nowhere. And now Regan Smith has 1 runner at third, and he's at the plate batting. Smith awaiting the pitch from Lopez. Here's the pitch. Swung on and popped up in the infield. It'll be an infield fly, and that'll be 2 outs for the Tigers. Regan Smith with another pop out. Tell you what, they really needed him to get a hit right there, but here comes Eric Waldo now for the Tigers, and he'll back the outfield and the infield up here. So Eric Waldo now for the Tigers with a single and a walk already tonight. There's a pitch by Lopez, and Lopez floats one in at 70 miles per hour for the strike. 2 outs now, runner at third, Nathan Jones. Pass ball scores Jones easy with his speed. There's a pitch by Lopez, almost a pass ball. Aiken does a good job at getting in front of that ball and blocking it. Because if he didn't block that ball right there, Jones would score as easy. The Tigers up by 3. Tigers up 6-4 here. There's the pitch. Swung on and missed by Waldo, and a great pitch by Tracer Lopez. Lopez jammed Waldo inside right there on a fist, and Waldo just couldn't do anything except follow through that swing. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs, runner on third base. There's the pitch. Outside and away, ball 2. So 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs here. Tigers up by 2, 6-4 in the bottom of the 5th inning here. Waldo digs in at the plate. Lopez comes to the pitch. And a curveball thrown at 69 miles per hour. And it misses its target. And it's 3 balls and 2 strikes, a full count with 2 outs. Lopez pitching to the very dangerous Eric Waldo, who homered in Game 1 of this best-of-3 series last night as the Tigers win 7-0. Here's the pitch. Swung on and fouled away down the left side. Down the left side. So still a full count, 3-2. Waldo hanging tough at the plate. A hit right here would be a big, big insurance run for the Tigers. Waldo digs in. Looks over the pitcher. Here comes the pitch. Outside and away, ball 4. And Waldo goes to first base with Wes Husted up to bat now. So Husted coming up to the plate wearing number 1. Husted's had a ground out and a pop out this game. Tell you what, Husted needs to come through right here for the Tigers. Runners at the corners for Malakoff. Waldo at first, Nations at third. Let's see if Waldo decides to steal second here.
There's a huge gap over there in between third and short.
There's the pitch. Swung on and hit to the shortstop. Trying to make the play and does. A great play by the shortstop, and he is a Hoover vacuum cleaner over there at short. That's Landon Green with the 6'4" putout. Again, Cameron Yo doing fairly well in the infield, but not before the Tigers score 4 runs and take the lead 6-4. And we'll go to the top of the 6th inning here at Don Sanders Stadium at the University of Sam Houston State University with the Tigers up. You're listening to Malakoff Tiger Sports Network on SHN Sports. We'll be right back, folks.
Dennis can also be found on Facebook and Twitter.
If you are out of shape and need to lose some weight, get mad, get hype, get fit with Mad Hype Fitness. Don't delay. Call Marcus Dow Jr. at 903-292-8332. Marcus has a plan to fit everyone's needs. I know because
Are you
he's my
closer
son
to 50
and he's my
than you are to
personal
30?
trainer.
Now you can get back to that 30-year-old body and you don't have to wait any longer. The brand new state-of-the-art Mtx Fitness Center is right here in good old Malakoff, Texas. At Mtx Fitness Center, we have a wide variety of equipment for beginners or the avid weightlifters. We also have a cardio room with availability for daily workouts. They said if you build it, they will come. Well, folks, Brandon Phillips and family built it, and now it's your turn to come on in and get signed up to work on improving your overall health and dropping those unwanted pant sizes. No more driving to other cities to work out. You save money, time, and gas. Our prices here at the MTX Fitness Center is just $39.99 a month with a one-time enrollment fee of just $19.99. What a deal, right? We've got another deal for you also. We offer discounted rates for military, fire department, law enforcement, teachers, and senior citizens. Go on by and see them at 414 West Royal Boulevard. They're right next door to the Sonic, or you can call MTX Fitness at 903-880-2172. Again, that is 903-880-2172. Go Tigers.
Malakoff Tiger Sports Network would like.
All right, folks, we're back here. Pitching change for the Malakoff Tigers. Our last batter, Wes Husted, now wearing number 1, is now on the mound for the Malakoff Tigers here at the top of the 6th inning. Tigers up 6-4 here in this one. Tigers have 4 hits in this contest so far. The Yeomen killing themselves tonight with 4 errors so far. And unlikely not for the Yeomen here committing that many errors, but the Tigers making that happen with aggressive base running and timely hits. And, you know, if you keep putting the bat on the ball, in baseball, they say something good will happen, and tonight we've seen that, you know, take place. The Tigers kept putting the bat on the ball and making contact with that ball, and something good happened. And now the Tigers have a chance to close this one out. And if they win here, folks, they're headed to Austin, Texas, to the state semifinals.
Do you believe it's Round Rock?
Yeah, Round Rock, excuse me, close to Austin, Round Rock, Texas. So the Tigers will head to Round Rock if they can close this one out here and have a chance to win the state championship, their school's first ever. Husted from the windup. Nice pitch to the plate at 81 miles an hour. Call for strike 1. Yeah, we know Husted can really fire the pebble. Husted called strike 2. Oh, no, it's 1 ball, 1 strike. That was a beautiful pitch. Husted from the windup. 1 ball, 1 strike. Rock of fire. There it is. Strike. Oh, he called it again. Ball 2. Oh, goodness gracious.
Here comes that very sketchy strike zone here.
I may have to have 4 Tylenol tonight after these calls. Husted from the stretch coming to the plate. Delivered. It's fouled off down the first base side.
Into the grassy knoll, as I call it.
So 2 balls, 2 strikes now for the Tigers and Wes Husted, the reliever for the Tigers right now. Jones started this one out, followed by Judson Driscoll. There's the pitch. Swung on and missed.
Ooh, they're calling it foul.
I guess he fouled the ball. I did not see that, but they're calling it that he said that he fouled the ball. No argument from the Tigers there. So, well, from our vantage point, it looked like he missed it altogether. But
we can't hear the ball making contact either.
Yeah, we're in an enclosed area. So right now, as it stands, Husted is on the line for the win right now after getting some insurance runs from the Tigers in the bottom of the 5th. 4 runs to be exact. Husted now from the windup. Big leg kick, rocks it to the plate, and it's hit in the gap in left field for a base hit. And a nice hit right there by the Yeoman's Brandon Mccall. So Brandon Mccall pokes it through between the third baseman and the shortstop. And Adair's got a lot of range. It's short, but just couldn't get there in time. Tries to make a diving effort, but just couldn't get there. So Marino Cordona now coming up to bat for the Cameron Yeoman, the first baseman. Runner on first base for the Yeoman, trailing by 2. Tying run now at the plate for the Yeoman. Husted comes to the plate, and a little check swing foul ball there off to the right side. So 1 strike against Cardona right now.
I don't know if I credit that foul ball to the batter or the pitcher.
I don't know. He didn't want to swing at it. It's like, excuse me, and he taps it. Husted checks a runner at first. Brandon Mccall, about a 6-foot lead off first base right now. There's the pitch. Swung on and hit to the third baseman. Gobbled up at second. Tries to turn the play and cannot do it.
Gets the force at second, but just can't twist it.
Yeah, the force out now. And Judson Driscoll now playing second base for Wes Husted and just couldn't turn it as Eric Waldo makes a throw to second.
Which really was a smart play if you look at it in this.
No, he made the right play there. Just wasn't fast enough. The timing was a little bit off there. But the Tigers do get 1 out right there. It's very important they got that out. And now a pinch runner coming in for Marino.
Number 14.
Yeah, Case and Goolsby coming in for Marino Cardona. So a little speed now on the pads for the Yeoman with 1 out here, 6-4. Husted now faces Adam Cardona, number 1. So Cardona has popped up twice tonight.
Checks first base for the runner.
Husted still looking over at first. Now throws to the plate, low and away. Ball 1.
Husted's got a really short windup here. It's almost like very short.
Well, he works really fast here, but he's from the stretch right now. So with a runner on first, he goes from the stretch. There's a pitch right on the outside corner, but it's called ball 2. Nice pitch right there. And I really believe that Adam Cardona's got the take sign all the way right here. There's a pitch. Inside corner, strike 1 there. So 2 balls and 1 strike. Good pitch by Wes Husted.
79 miles an hour on that pitch.
Yeah, Husted's just going to have to throw it right down the middle of the plate and let his defense do the work right here. There's the pitch. Outside, ball 3. So really Husted can't afford to put Cardona on right now with 1 out. So 3 balls, 1 strike. Husted working from the stretch, takes the sign. Big leg kick, comes to the plate, high, and walks Cardona with ball 4.
And here comes the mound. Oh, well, yeah, it looks like there's going to be a mound visit. Maybe.
I think Husted's okay. Coach Wilbank's just shouting something out. Hey, let him hit it. So Jody Sanchez now up to bat. So you got third base. It's hot right now, and you still have an opportunity for the double play right here if you're the Tigers with 1 out.
Catcher's going to go talk to Husted here.
Cameron Yo, 2 men on base here.
Force would be at third, second, and first. So,
yeah, you could turn a double play right here and get yourself out of the inning. Out of the top half of the inning, that is, anyway. So here is Sanchez coming up to bat wearing number 11. Sanchez, very short batter, too, so let's see if Husted can pitch to him. He drew a walk his last time at bat. Ended up coming around to score as well. There's the pitch.
Oh.
And I didn't think he got that bat around in time. He tried to bunt the ball and didn't pull it back, but they didn't call a strike, so close call there. Husted, 1 ball, no strikes. Squared around the bunt again. And he's just doing this solely as a tactic to try to interfere with the pitcher, throwing the ball to first base, throwing the ball home.
Do you almost let him bunt it and throw it to third?
Well, you just got to throw strikes right here. Whatever happens, happens. You've got an infield behind you. 2 balls, no strikes. There's the pitch. It is a bunt. Davis gets the ball, throws it to first for the out, 2 outs. A great job by Jack Davis.
He looked at third and saw that he was almost there, so he said, let me just take the safe play at first.
Yeah, Waldo couldn't get to third in time for the tag at third base, or for the tag out, the forced out at third. So he looks at first and hums it down to first for the out to Cole Geddes. So a 2-3 put out on the play. And now we have 2 outs here. And Bobby Borges is up to bat. Had a double in this game already.
He was the one who drove in the runs on the last inning, if I'm correct.
So Borges up to bat for the right side, facing Husted with 2 outs. Husted from the stretch. There's a pitch. Strike 1 is the call. Pretty pitch right there.
Very delayed call.
80 miles per hour on the gun right there. So Husted, can he get the Tigers out of this jam here? Tigers up ahead 6-4. Husted from the stretch. Looks at the runner at second. High leg kick comes to the plate. Oh, my, almost hit the batter with that one. So he tried to throw the deuce right there and missed badly. And instead of breaking, it didn't hang up at all. It just went a little bit high.
I think that was a fastball clocking in at 81 miles an hour.
Husted, 1-1 count, 2 outs. There's the pitch. Hit deep to center field.
He's backtracking.
And Bernhardt has the ball to end the top half of the 6th inning. On a deep fly ball, Bernhardt gets there for the Tigers. And that threat now has been
eradicated.
Eradicated is the right word we'll use. So we'll go to the bottom half of the 6th inning with the Tigers up by 2 points, 6-4. You're listening to Malakoff Tiger Sports Network in Game 2, the regional final. We'll be right back.
Let's face it, we live in a fast-paced world with little time to get many things done that in a perfect world we could do with relative ease ourselves. With David Kennedy's red carpet treatment, let David do things that you don't have time to do or just don't want to tackle yourself. David has his 3-room carpet cleaning special for just $125. That's what I'd pay the chiropractor after doing that. Save money, time, and your back. Let the Carpet Pro get her done for you. Did we mention that David won Best Carpet Cleaning Business on Cedar Creek Lake in 2017 and 2019? Well, he just did. Kennedy's red carpet treatment specializes in 24-hour water extraction and rapid structure dry out, tile, grout, VCT tile, area rugs, upholstery, carpet cleaning, air duct cleaning, and odor elimination. The Malakoff Tigers Sports Network endorses David's work. The phone number that you can reach David at is 903-802-0218. You can also send David an email at kennedysredcarpet@gmail.com. David is also on Facebook. Just give him a shout for the best of the best service. David would like to wish his daughter Alec and son Carter a great year this year at Malakoff.
All right, folks. Alan Bernhardt up to bat for the Malakoff Tigers. The center fielder wearing number 30 from the left side here.
Very big bottom half of the 6th here. If they can get any runs batted in, it will be a very momentum inning here.
Bernhardt with a single tonight already. Bernhardt swinging a miss, and we have a pitching change also. Ryan Host, number 10, on the mound now for Cameron Yo. Pitched last night for Cameron Yo in relief of starting pitcher Brennan Mccall. Host to the plate, and that was low for ball 1, so 1 ball, 1 strike for the reliever, Ryan Host. Host threw that one down on the turf right there for ball 2. So 2 balls and 1 strike now, no outs. We're at the bottom of the 6th inning. So the Tigers can get some insurance runs right here. Cameron Yo, 1 more at bat, this will be over with. And there's a hit to the opposite field.
And it's missed.
And it's dropped. It's dropped in left field. And Bernhardt will cruise into second base with a double. And what a big play right there.
Oh,
Tracer Lopez tries to run it down and could not. And Bernhardt uses his speed and cruises to second base as Tracer Lopez drops that ball. He came in hard for it. Just inside, way up high, too, for ball one. Now, Adair got a chance to bring in Bernhardt. A sharp single here would bring in Bernhardt as the Yo outfield is playing more towards the wall. Center fielder playing up, left fielder Lopez playing way back near the warning track. There's a pitch outside and away, and here goes the runner to third. Bernhardt will go to third on a pass ball.
Oh, my.
So the Tigers now with no outs have a runner at third. Maybe an insurance run right here for the Tigers.
Bryson Adair is 1 for 3 on the night tonight.
Can Adair do it right here, folks? Need a little insurance for the Tigers in the bottom of the sixth inning. Cameron Yo has one more at bat at the top of the seventh, and that'll be all she wrote if the Tigers can hold on. There's the pitch, and that is going to be ball three. So 3-0 is the count right now on Bryson Adair, the Tigers shortstop.
Dangerous batter on deck, too, in the hole.
Cole Gaddis awaits his turn at bat. There's the pitch to Adair, outside and away. Oh, he calls a strike. Oh, my. So Host, 3-1, and Adair's going to call time and step out of the box just for a second to gather himself. Base hit scores one right here for the Tigers. Just put the bat on the ball. It will score. Bernhardt right here. Big windup. There's the pitch. Inside, ball four, and Adair now is on for the next batter.
Oh, my. Cole Gaddis.
Ever so dangerous Cole Gaddis now. Gaddis already has a single tonight for the Tigers. So Gaddis steps into the batter's box now. Host has runners at first and third. The Tigers up 6-4 here. Can the Tigers do it? A trip to Round Rock for the state championship on the line here tonight. Gaddis digs in at the plate. Gaddis now calls time. Playing a little cat and mouse with the pitcher, Ryan Host now. Speedy runners at the corners for the Tigers. Adair gets a sizable lead at first. Gaddis digs in. Gaddis takes low and away, ball one. 1 ball, no strikes. Tigers just really been patient tonight, just waiting for their opportunity and chance to go up in this one. They've done a great job at being patient tonight, especially from the plate. Early on, making a lot of contact with the ball, nothing falling. Then it starts happening. Good things starts happening for the Tigers after that. There's another pitch. It's in the dirt for ball two. So the Tigers doing all the little things correctly tonight.
Small ball, as Coach Adair said.
2 balls, no strikes on Cole Gaddis, the Malakoff hitter and the first baseman for the Tigers, wearing number 27. Big leg kick. There goes the runner. That ball is hit high in the air.
That's going to drive a run in, I think.
And I don't think the right fielder sees it. He does see it. Runner's going to tag up all the way from...
Oh, and he got him.
What a throw that was. Goodness gracious alive. My goodness.
That right fielder, like I said, last night he made that exact same throw except for the third.
Well, that was Jaden Sanchez right there. He catches the ball in shallow right field and fires to home. And I don't see how he got that one to home plate for the putout, but he does. A great play by Cameron Yo's right fielder.
Yeah, that definitely got them out of a sticky situation.
Well, the throw had to be perfect, and it was. Catcher just down the left, down the third base line, just a tad, but enough to make the tag. And here comes Brandon Nations up to bat for the Tigers. Nations takes low and away, ball one. 2 outs now. Tigers up by 2. Tell you what, you'd love to have seen that run across the plate for Malakoff right there, but it did not happen.
Looks like they're giving a
They're
ball.
going to put Nations on first base is what they're doing.
So intentional walk.
Yeah, intentional walk right there. They decided to go ahead and put Nations on so they can get to the catcher, Jack Davis. So a good move right there by the coaching staff from Cameron Yo. Now Davis for the Tigers, the catcher. Tell you what, we've saw some great defensive plays in this series.
Yes, we have. Diving catches and everything.
There's the pitch. Outside and away, ball one. Or excuse me, ball
58 mile an hour.
That'll be ball one, excuse me. Host on the mound for Cameron Yo. Tigers up by 2, 6-4. There's the pitch. Swung on and missed. So 1 ball, 1 strike. And Davis just a little ahead of that one. Davis takes ball 2 outside, so 2 balls and 1 strike. And on deck for the Tigers is Nathan Jones. And what you got to take care of Jack Davis right here. You don't want to see Nathan Jones come up to the plate for sure.
No, you definitely don't. He's very dangerous.
Little timeout called right there as Davis steps out, looks down at Coach Adair. Signal given. Davis digs in from the right side. 2 balls, 1 strike, 2 outs. Shortstop playing very close to the bag here. There's a slow hanging car. Oh, my goodness, called for a strike. So 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Davis up at bat for the Tigers. There's the pitch. Fouled back by Davis to the backstop. So Davis hanging tough right here. We're in the bottom of the 6th inning. The Malakoff Tigers on top 6-4 in the Class 3A regional final here at Sam Houston State University's Don Sanders Field. Davis awaiting the pitch. There's the pitch. Swung on and missed, strike 3. And Host does his job for the Yeoman. And now Yo's got an opportunity right here to at least tie this game up.
3 outs left, though, and it's a trip to Round Rock.
3 outs for the Tigers is all they need, folks, and we'll see if they can do it when we come back. Tigers up 6-4. You're listening to Malakoff Tiger Sports Network on SHN Sports. We'll be right back. A home is not a home because the room dimensions are the color of the walls. It's about how you feel when you walk through the front door. It's the vision you have along with the warm feelings in your heart when you realize that this is where God wants you to be. Your experience is more than real estate with me. It's about your life and dreams. At Keller Williams, independent agent Dennis Flowers takes the approach of your home buying choice and dreams to heart. Dennis is a small town guy with a servant's heart. With Dennis Flowers as your next realtor, Dennis will listen to your wants, needs, and dreams and find solutions tailored to you by using all the latest technology, market research, and business strategies to exceed your expectations. If you're looking for an honest, hard-working realtor, then choose Malakoff's own Dennis Flowers, an independent agent of Keller Williams. Dennis proudly supports the Malakoff Tigers and Lady Tigers and wants to wish them good luck this sports year. You can call Dennis at 972-938-2222 or 214-980-3906. That's 972-938-2222 or 214-980-3906. Or email Dennis at teamflowers@kw.com. Dennis can also be found on Facebook and Twitter. All right, folks, it's do or die time now. Top of the 7th inning for the Malakoff Tigers versus the Cameron Yeoman. The Tigers are leading in this one in Game 2, having won Game 1 last night by a score of 7-0. All the Tigers need now is 3 outs to secure their first ever state championship appearance. The Tigers would play the state semifinal first and then play the state championship if they win that one. There's the first pitch. Husted. First pitch is an out. Hits directly to Judson Driscoll. And there's the first out of the game, of the 7th inning. So 2 outs now away. The Tigers trip to Round Rock, Texas, folks. Husted coming in to finish this up here. There's the pitch. Swung on and hit. Judson Driscoll right there. Driscoll gobbles it up, throws to first for the out.
1 out away.
And a nice 4-3 put out. The Tigers are 1 out away, folks, from securing their trip to Round Rock, Texas. Husted now facing Landon Green, batting for Cameron Yo. Husted from the windup comes to the plate. It's hit, and Driscoll gets it again, and that'll do it, folks. The Tigers win. The Tigers win. They're headed to Round Rock. The Tigers will go to Round Rock, Texas, to play for their first ever state championship. The Tigers will play the semifinal game on Friday. And then the state championship played on Saturday. How about those Malakoff Tigers, folks? A great performance for the Malakoff Tigers. And history made once again. Your Regional 3A champion Malakoff Tigers will be going to Round Rock next week. And what a performance. And that was the team effort by the Malakoff Tigers. Timely hits, patient hitting. The Tigers do it, and they get a great job on the mound as Wes Husted comes in and picks up the win on the bump for the Tigers. And how about those Malakoff Tigers? It's not over yet, folks. Summertime's just beginning, and your Tigers are heating up at the right time. So Malakoff now, history, will move on to Round Rock, Texas, next week as they do it one more time in Game 2, win Game 2 by a score of 6-4, and a nice game played by the Cameron Yeoman as well. But the Tigers do it, and they'll be moving on in the UIL State Championship round. And I'm gassed right now, Jonathan.
Oh, man, what a game, especially that 5th inning where Tigers were down by 2 and scored 4 runs to come back up on top of 2.
Well, I'll tell you what a victory for Coach John Adair, his last and final year at Malakoff, and he gets to retire going to a possible state championship game.
Call it a Cinderella story.
Goodness gracious. And Justin Driscoll, 3 straight outs there on defense.
On 3 pitches.
On 3 pitches. Wow. Well, folks, I'm about spent. My voice is about gone, and we're going to head back to the hotel tonight, get some rest, head home tomorrow. But we thank you for listening to this broadcast, and for everyone who's been a part of this one. I'm Joey Snowden. For Marcus Towle, Aaron Scott, and Jonathan Snowden bid you farewell and good night from Sam Houston State University, and we will see you next week in Round Rock, Texas. Go!